Hi, my name is Alejandro. In this video, we'll be going over how to use RFmx Waveform Creator software to generate and save arbitrary RF waveforms. So the RFmx Waveform Creator software is a powerful companion tool to RFmx and InstrumentStudio that allows you to create custom and standard-specific waveforms for 5G new radio, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or really any sort of custom RF waveform. So we'll go ahead and look at our Waveform Creator panel and see what that looks like. If we navigate to our Modulation tab, we can see all the different options available to you, including Bluetooth, WLAN, LTE, and in this case, we'll use 5G new radio as an example. Now, one of the great features about RFmx Waveform Creator is that it does give you a lot of functionality and the options to customize really whatever you may want with a particular waveform. But it also gives you example settings that you can use to quickly get started with a particular standard. So in this case, we'll actually just use the default option we see here for a 5G new radio waveform. This is a downlink waveform with 100 megahertz bandwidth and a single component carrier. So if we hit OK and we expand this table a little bit, we can see all the different options available to you, both for the signal configuration, the carrier definition, where you can customize things like bandwidth, oversampling factor. There really is a lot of functionality built into RFmx Waveform Creator that gives you an incredible amount of control in the types of waveforms you're able to create. Now, in this case, we'll just use our default settings as they had come with this particular waveform. If we navigate to our Graphics tab and generate the plot, we can actually see what this waveform is expected to look like as well. So once we're done with changing all configurations, customizing our waveform, we can navigate to Save Waveform File and save it in our current settings. In this case, we will just give this .tdms file a different name so that we can find this one on our desktop, and we will save this, as I mentioned, directly to our desktop. Now, at this point, this concludes all the work we need to do in RFmx Waveform Creator, and we've actually saved this .tdms file directly to our desktop. At this point, we can now transition to the InstrumentStudio soft front panels to actually generate this waveform. So if we navigate to InstrumentStudio here, we can see on the right-hand side in the signal generator panel, we are in the arbitrary mode, and we have the option to select a waveform. If I click this little plus icon, I can see the name of the file and the waveform that I want to pull up from the desktop. Now, once that's loaded here in our signal generator panel, we can make sure that we have the correct center frequency, in this case 3.5 gigahertz, which is a very common frequency for 5G new radio, and then we have our 0 dBm reference level. Once that's done, we can hit on our signal generator. We'll navigate to our signal analyzer panel and then make sure that we have the same center frequency set as well. If you'll note, we are in our 5G new radio RFmx personality, which actually gives us standard specific measurements for 5G new radio. Once we hit run on our signal analyzer, we'll see our results populate on screen. So we can customize our different measurements for anything that we may need or be of interest in a particular application. But in this case, we're showing our modulation accuracy or EVM, our adjacent channel power, and our EVM as well here, RMS EVM. So this is the basis of how you can get started generating a custom RF waveform using the RFmx Waveform Creator. Thanks for watching.